So, it's been a while, and I haven't done one of these videos, and, as you can see in the title, this is for the Mobile Suit Gundam, tabletop game, or the one-year war game. Might figure out a better name than that, but I'm going to do a series of videos, actually, um, basically explaining everything. And hopefully, sometime soon, I'm gonna go figure out a way to go and put everything onto a text document so people can go and download it and play it. So for this video, it's gonna be an introduction to the game, some background behind it, and why it's gonna be like this. And I'm hopefully not gonna make this too long and too boring. I'm gonna try to go straight for the point. So first off, some background about the game, and myself with this game. I have been a Gundam fan for a long time, and I've been a tabletop war gamer for a little bit less time than a Gundam fan. But one day I was playing a game that I really love. You can see most of my videos are it's another tabletop strategy game called Warhammer 40,000. And I was playing it one day, and I thought to myself, how cool would it be to have a game like Warhammer, but with Gundams, or Mobile Suits, actually. And, have kind of like that grunt kind of point of view, come over a tactical kind of point of view than a fancy, glitter shooting Gundam guy, So this could be mostly with Zaku's, GMs, Goofs, Dom, stuff like that. Will it be Gundams? Yes, there will be. But the thing is, they are going to be very expensive to buy because first, we'll have to make it even in points because this is going to be a points-based game. If you have played Warhammer, this is going to be just like Warhammer, actually. And with my luck, I'm going to get hit with a copy, one of like lawsuit things, but then I'm like, screw them, right? So what is the game? Very good question. So this game, it's going to be a tabletop game, like what I said, and it's going to be actually a dice-based game. We only need a tape measure, and basically a bunch of 6-sided dice. That's it. No D20s, nothing like that. Very simple, very straightforward. That's what I like. Then after that, you will need your models. And as of right now, I don't know. I'm gonna update this actually, or put in the description. I don't know if I want to go with master grade the 1/100 scale models, or if I want to go with the 1/44 scale models, or maybe do a set of rules for like both. Like the only big difference would be like ranges for movement and for the weaponry, because bigger the guys, it's gonna be a longer range. Just for simplicity's sake. So the next thing is, other than dice and a tape measure, and some gunpla or Gundams, you know what I mean. Like what I said, this is all going to be based in UC 79 through 80, so you get that, Zaku FZ, stuff like that, kind of like the very end kind of stuff, basically Gundam 0080 kind of stuff. But, so that's basically that for now. Then they need a table and some terrain. And the terrain can be anything you want. Or it can be rocks, or it can be whatever you want. Buildings, etc., etc. Whatever you want. That's basically what it is. Now, I know in the animes, they fight in space, on land, like dry land, and submerged underwater. I don't know any space rules just yet. I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can. And Underwater, that's got to be a little bit too much. So everything's going to be on land, dry land, to make it easy. Then maybe through time, do that. So the next thing is, how do we basically pick teams? So basically, to make the game as even as possible, like what I said before, this is going to be a points-based game. And what I mean by a points-based game, I mean you and your opponent, or opponents, depending on how many people want to play, you'll agree on a points level, 500, 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want at the end of the day. And every mobile suit will have a different base points value, and that's just for the mobile suit themselves. I haven't figured out a point system just yet. I don't know, but this is going to be some ideas that I've written down so far. So you have to go and buy the mobile suit itself. Then you have to buy the pilot, and those will be 3 classes. You got to have newbie, trained, or veteran. Newbies, they are going to be very they're not going to be good at close combat or for shooting, because they're, like the name says, they're newbies, or conscripts, or I don't know, whatever word I want to call them, but they will be basically. But the good thing about them is they will be cheap, though, so they can get a lot of them. Trained, they will be basically a little bit more expensive as a newbie, but at the same time not as expensive as a veteran. But they'll be getting more on averages. They're more even. Then you have veterans, and they will be more expensive. But the thing is, they are better. So a good way to think about this: if you get let's just say a Zaku, for example, who is a veteran pilot. You might be outnumbered, by 3 GMs with newbie pilots, but at the same time, you are going to, if it's one newbie versus one veteran, the veteran's going to have a better chance of killing the newbie because, well, the veteran has better stats. But at the same time, if you have 3 newbies, they kind of overwhelm the veteran, and, they couldn't get lucky. So that way, it won't be the same thing. That's the thing that that's what I like. I like having that, that being able to go and customize. And toward the next level of customability, they will be picking out weapons, and this is going to be a little bit more detailed research of what everything's going to be. So maybe it just might be me just looking up like what guns are going to be comes in the kicks, or maybe in the animes. People help me out here, because I'm not that much of a Gundam nerd that I know every weapon that the Zaku 2 had in the anime and stuff like that. But basically, then after you pay for the mobile suit, the pilot, you'll figure out what weapons they have, the mobile suit has, and that can be what I might just do depending on the mobile suit. Keep in mind, this is very, very rough. I know the other videos were really rough, but this is more polished, but still rough, But, so, excuse me, guys. So, basically, now for the pick out your weapons, there might be a limitation to, maybe going with this example of the Zaku, they might be only have one two-handed weapon, so like the 120 mil Zaku machine gun, or I think it's a 280 mil bazooka. But then, if in the case of the Zaku, you can still buy missile pods for the legs, or cracker grenades, but at the same time, heat hawk too, but like at the same time, I don't know about the whole dual wielding 2 bazookas, or dual wielding machine guns, because that might go overpowered, but at the same time, from a real life, yes, I'm putting real life thinking into this game. Reloading a gun of 2 guns at the same time like that might be a little bit too awkward, you know. So after you pick up the mobile suit, pilot, weapons, and maybe do maybe some special rules also, depending on the mobile suits, like I don't know, maybe like, for example, the Gundam Alex, because if you pay for that extra amount of extra armor, maybe after you get to a certain level of damage, the armor pops off, but then after that, you might be able to use the wrist-mounted, Vulcan gun. I don't know, is it a Vulcan gun, or will it be just a regular machine gun? But anyway, so after that, after you decide how many points, mobile suit, weapons, pilot, you pick a mission out. I'm gonna figure out some missions, or you can see basically straight up kill them all kind of game. After that, you will basically play. So basically, that's what the game is. That's the introduction of it. I want to make this game as easy as possible. I want this to be more tactical. And I don't really want this to become... I see other people, they go online and they make these Gundam games, and it's legitly just RX-78 with, Gundam Unicorn, and Unicorn with gold trim, and all these different things. I just want this to be more of a Zaku versus GM. Maybe have some spice, maybe with some special characters. Maybe have Amuro with his 78, Dash 2, Christopher McKenzie, maybe Bernie in the Zaku FZ. But at the end of the day, I don't want this to be just one mobile suit. I want this to be multiple mobile suits. So basically, that's the introduction. Please subscribe. It does help us. Well, it helps me out to actually stay motivated. Play this game. If you want to help actually take up some roles, please message me. And if you do find this video from just a YouTube search, I am going to go and actually post the Facebook group page for this game down below in the description. Or for whatever reason, if it doesn't work, look up Gundam, the 1 Year War, and you should hopefully find it. So, till the next video, Seig Zeon.